Ini dulu.
Iya.
Mana si Ani? Ani mana?
Tadi.
Ani mana? Mana sih telepon Ani Mas?
Iya.
Pada kan lagi jalan-jalan kayak ini.
Karena dia mengulang.
Enggak Bu. Dari bulan. Tadi dia habis rapat anggaran di sini tapi sudah tutup pergi, saya nggak tahu.
Nggak apa-apa, jadi sudah tanggalnya nggak apa-apa di tengah-tengah.
Iya.
I already invited some international students. Some of them are from Afghanistan and Gambia, Palestine, Thailand, Malaysia,
Kemana?
Brunei ya.
Dia belum.
Kemana?
Lagi pergi beli roti tadi dia. Nanti dia.
My question is this live, so you're speaking over this? So I should have my computer on sound, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Dia not speak or business and feel. Not speak.
thank
Enggak. MC-nya dia. Tadi nggak ada yang terus. Dia datang lagi. Coba kirim ke saya nomornya.
Kalau pakai ini, kalau film,
Udah semua.
dia kayak apa?
Kemana?
Oh, I am.
Lama nggak itu? Kalau enggak yang lain aja.
Ada nggak tugasnya? Misalkan yang
Ada,
lagu
yang ini mah ada, yang lagi ada. Mana yang lagi?
Zoom-nya aman ya? Pak tadi, kamu tadi, Zoom-nya aman.
Aman, terkendali.
Dia mau masuk terus.
Aman, terkendali. Aman maksudnya lele. Pakai wifi sini, lele, pakai wifi sini. Bisa. Aksesnya.
Iya, coba diganti dulu settingnya Pak.
Apa? Enggak di settingin kan? Katanya lele ini yang pakai ruang misinya yang punya
Using that camera.
So I have to look at
tadi yang itu.
Right.
Well, we'll start here, and, okay, this will not show up there, correct? It will not, okay, I'll start here. Yes.
Ini sampai
Oh,
and also can you set me up here?
I do not want the word.
Yes.
Oh, this is the
Yes.
slideshow.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, perfect.
So you can just see it. Already set this.
Thank you.
Coba kita latihan ya.
Iya.
Suaranya masuk nggak?
Iya, coba latihan.
Okay.
Halo, Assalamualaikum.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Ane di mana? Dia nggak diangkat. Oh iya, tidak bisa. Waktu kita ini aja.
Tes. Di Zoom. Kedengaran nggak? Yes.
Can somebody just give me the Zoom link?
Ya. Yang Zoom linknya Pak Profesor.
Ibu-ibu, coba ibu lihat live streamingnya udah berjalan belum? Bisa kirim link.
Ani, are you ready? Ya. Duduk.
The most honorable agent of the communication is the most honorable members of the community.
Tapi namanya
Dr.
Dirijen di sebelahnya. Dirijen di bawah.
The most honorable was for today, Professor Iman
Itu makanya
as the president of the ECS, founder of Al-Bashir ESK, and his careers as the co-founder of Abdul Qadir Educational Project in the state of and I welcome from all participants that have attended today to our international interactive dialogue on community empowerment. I will First of all, let's pray unto our God, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, that have given us the mercy especially my son, always our best prophet that has guided us from the darkness to the brightness, from the stability to cleverness, and Islam. Thirdly, I'm very thankful to all participants that have attended today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will read the agenda for today. First, opening. Second, reciting Holy Quran. Third, singing Indonesia Raya, Mustaqbal, and Dinda Dakwah. Fourth, speech. Fifth, closing and prayer. The first agenda is opening. Let's open our agenda today by reading Basmalah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Ani, are you ready?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإن طائفتان من المؤمنين اقتتلوا فأصلحوا بينهم فإن بغت إحداهما على الأخرى فإن
Ya Rabbal Alamin. May all who listen and read that bless from Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. The next agenda is singing Indonesia Raya, Mars Dakwah, and Timur Dakwah that will be led by Intan Ramadhani. May all please stand up.
Dakwaku harum mewangi, citra Islam bakti bersemi, akan ku tanam selalu dedikasiku padamu. Dakwah dakwaku harum mewangi, citra Islam bakti bersemi akan ku tanam selalu, dedikasiku padamu. Dakwah pelita harapan bangsa, penerang juang ragaku, tulus ikhlasmu wahai dakwahku, menyinari semangat citaku, menyinari semangat citaku.
Fakultas Dakwah dan Ilmu Komunikasi, kami persembahkan niat dan dharma bakti untukmu Indonesia, demi kejayaan bangsa. Umat terbaik pemegang amanat Tuhan, menabur kebaikan, menolak kemungkaran. Pegang tali keimanan, rahmat semesta tercurahkan. Dakwah bersemi dalam jiwa raga kami, tulus berbakti untuk Ibu Pertiwi, unggulkan etos kerja dengan ilmu dan karya, tancapkan panji cinta dalam dada. Negeri kaya raya berbineka, beragam suku, tradisi dan agama, panjatkan dakwah santun dan komunikasi. Nusantara berpendar warna-warni, dakwah bersemi dalam jiwa raga kami, tulus berbakti untuk Ibu Pertiwi, unggulkan etos kerja dengan ilmu dan karya, tancapkan panji cinta dalam dada, tancapkan panji cinta dalam dada.
The next agenda is the presentation by Sir Sumanto FTD who has to gain of faculty of Dakwah and Communication. Second is speech from members Carlos and Congress as Director of Center Study for Empowerment and Peace.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to thank the Dean of faculty of the foreign communications, and also to the vice dean for attend online perhaps. And then also all professors and lecturers under our faculty and the university. So some of them already here join with us online because now we are still in break semester. So like also in US, it's very quiet when it's during semester break. So that's the situation now. But we're happy to have this interactive interactive dialogue about on community empowerment. Then we welcome and honor to have Professor Mbak back here, to our faculty, and also Ms. Hedwig Barnes. Right? We are so happy to have you. This is the first time come to our university faculty, and this event become the first international seminar or conference of the Center for Studying of Empowerment and Peace, Faculty of Dakwah and Communication. We have the title for today is International Interactive Dialogue on Community Empowerment, Learning from Emir Abdul Qadir Project held in Iowa University. And then we are very glad to have Mrs. Kathy here as the one that really in charge for the program. And then also for this center, we focusing on community work on practice across Indonesia. And then we work under associations that have in almost about 50 universities, more than 50 universities, studying about community development, Islamic community development. So we are more than 50 in Indonesia. Right. That's the member of Association of Islamic Community Development. That's from Indonesia. The Ministry of Religious Affairs. So they join also Samaito in online all over Indonesia. And then the participant here join us offline in this room. Some of the lecturer of the faculty and most of the others are students, our students. So because Mr. Gedi and Imam Basar will speak about new program, so they will hear and very connected to my thing. So sharing with the talking about theory or perspective on community development, having a role model in conducting community practice is very important. Thus, the purpose is to engage and communicate with the communities to develop more effective programs and making real change in the society, locally, nationally, regionally, and internationally. That's part of that. The center have so many activities that we just start actually during the COVID-19 for the establishment of the center. So most of our program is online. But we're also doing community work under our program study, visiting some communities around the campus. So that's maybe things like have some that kind of similarities with what will Mrs. Jeffries will elaborate more on how working in the community. But this is special because he raised a role model that for Muslim figure. That's called Abdul Qadir Al-Jazir. So for those who really want to know more, you can search on YouTube because I found there's a video about Miss Kathy and her husband doing about the project. And also one interesting thing about when that we talk about the community bank, economic empowerment. And that's very important also that we will hear from especially to share with us about the theory, about the practice, the best practice across some countries, I think. And also from Basar also already shared with us with some webinar that talk about how he works across globally with the issue of Islam, empowering people interfaith and so on. To learn more, to listen more about what they work and what the possibility for us to continue as individuals. So I think we're very happy to have them all, and then now the time for the two speakers to deliver this. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for Ustaz Anus for your speech. And then the next agenda will be welcoming Sir Rashid as the moderator for today. Today, our International Interactive Dialogue on the Environment in IOWA SA. So, Sir Rashid, time is yours.
Thank you very much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah. Allahumma sholli ala Muhammad. We enter here and meet here, and it's an honor for us to have special guest, an international guest speaker, to come here, and this is wonderful for us, for especially for Faculty of Dawah and Communication, and for our center of study for empowerment and peace that already built change 3 or 4 years ago here, and we are considering on empowerment and peace and also for research and education. So. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a discussion. This is the interactive dialogue. Yeah. So from here, the participant here directly have a question to the speakers. It's closely dialogue. Yeah. We can share our experience regarding the community development, social work. We have the example of the role model like Abdul Qadir Al-Jaziri. Maybe some of us this is new for us, but already we search in Google and some information. This is wonderful for us, and I am interested in searching or research about the background to write in thesis or in paper for our work in this in our campus. So our participant here, some of the students here, their background is and also they around this not only in the campus, so we can send with them so welcome Ms. Kerrigan to our home here to Indonesia. Yeah, we look forward to meet you. Sister style. And also our Ustaz, our ulama, yeah, our parents, yeah. Safe, yeah. Our in Indonesia we call Abah.
Mister, kalau gue buat kantor live streaming
Thank you for guiding us.
Oh,
children here, teaching here, also grown up here, and here. So I'm invited to present about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, about 20 minutes. About the community empowerment or community development in Iowa, or the social leadership in Iowa. So we can learn from yeah, with what give example. Jadi ya, this very interesting thing, only among the Muslim, but also among the society of people in the around the world. This is very interesting, and you can deliver it tell us.
Thank you very much. I'm going to share the
Apa? Belum, Mas. Hah? Mas tadi surah apa?
I'm so glad you're close. That is. Yeah, I don't. I'm fussy. I don't want you to have to look at my words. I will be saying them. We have to know.
She is doing it more.
I hope I can do it here.
Exactly.
No.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay. Show preventive. I want to see the words here.
Yes. This one.
It might be this one. Do that one. No, that's not it.
No.
I need. We'll have to do the one with the words.
Yuk from here.
Okay, I think we're good.
Ya, di ini kan udah. Ini kan ya. Sudah. Already.
No. We need to get rid of those words.
You just at the beginning you just did it correct, but then something happened.
This one?
I don't want those words. Display settings.
Already sharing this is already share.
I don't know. It's not the format I'm used to. Start over here. Now here, show presenter view.
Excellent. That's it.
That's for me.
That's it. Good.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me? This is okay. All right.
Well, I'm so happy to be
Well,
here.
I'm so happy to be here, and I have to tell you, the reason I'm showing this photo is because Imam Bashar and I had the good fortune to be invited to the Embassy of Indonesia in Washington, D.C. last year. And I learned so much. I had no idea that I would be coming here on land. So this is wonderful. So we were actually there because our friend worked with the Indonesian Embassy to create the Washington Educational and Cultural Attaché Association. So they're reaching out to all the embassies to pull them together. And after the speeches and beautiful dances, we were all given an anklang. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, yes, thank you. And we were taught how to play it. We each had our own notes. And after brief instruction, each of us did our part to play what the director was doing. And it was wonderful. It was John Lennon's Let It Be. And so it's actually recognizable. Now I believe that is true teamwork. Okay, so who am I? I am Kathy Garvis from Elkader, Iowa, the town named Emir Abdul Qadir in 1846. I'm passionate about the Abdul Qadir story that involves education and outreach. So what drew me in? Well, intrigue, fascination, and admiration of a man I never met, only heard about. Abdul Qadir's natural leadership abilities that captured world attention in the 1800s was foremost in my mind. However, the reason Abdul Qadir was a man for all seasons and was many things to all people grew from his structured upbringing. It was apparent to me that his legacy had important lessons for today's troubled world and values that have great impact, with opportunities to learn and a journey of discovery, connecting continents and cultures across centuries. This was coined by an educator who lives near me, and I stayed with this because I thought it was very good. And the lessons speak to the complexity of our global society today. So, Qadir is a hero for humanity. He was a chivalrous spirit and traveled with him. Did you know he took his library with him wherever he went? I thought that was quite remarkable. So Abdul Qadir was a man of civility and compassion.
So if you slow down, because
What?
you don't see that.
Oh,
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
Okay, no, now.
Okay, I have to pace myself a
Yeah.
little better.
Go ahead. Now
So
we see.
you are seeing what's up there.
Exactly.
So mine, okay. Abdul Qadir was a man of civility and compassion who believed in justice, empathy, and forgiveness. He was an advocate for human rights. The New York Times wrote in 1873, the nobility of his character won him the admiration of the world. He was one of the few great men of the century. I'm just going to wait for the photo to change. Okay. Abdul Qadir was considered the George Washington of what is now Algeria. And that's in Northern Africa. You see it there in green. And he led the fight against French colonization from 1830 to 1847. Known for his humane treatment of prisoners, he was a forerunner of the Geneva Convention on Human Rights. Leading the resistance against France, Abdul Qadir fought justly as a humanitarian and treated his prisoners the same as his own soldiers. A bust of Abdul Qadir is located outside the International Red Cross headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. Abdul Qadir's early years focused on academic and religious studies, along with life skills of cooking, sewing, and caring for himself and others. In war, his humanitarian spirit was reinforced by his ethical and moral leadership. In prison, he won the hearts and minds of all he met. In fact, his name was written on the ballot for president in Bordeaux, France. In exile, Abdul Qadir saved thousands of Christians. People waited for hours to speak with him about politics and religious issues of the day. At age 24, Abdul Qadir unified 20 warring tribes in his own land, then set out to defend it against French occupation. His legacy deserves to be remembered along with Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, and Martin Luther King Jr., because all pursued the same dream of achieving peace and harmony. After uniting all the tribes to organize resistance against the French, Abdul Qadir created the Smala, And this was a true traveling tent city of 70,000 people, established to stay ahead of the French. The 1860 civil conflict in Damascus, Syria, was fought mainly between the local Druze and Christians. Living in Damascus in exile, Abd al-Qadir stepped in to save many thousands of Christians from being killed. The emir's commitment to ethical leadership, moral courage, and human rights earned him global admiration of leaders around the world. U.S. President James Buchanan sent dueling Colt pearl-handled pistols to Abd al-Qadir. We wouldn't do it. Queen Victoria sent gifts along with a note of appreciation for services rendered for the cause of humanity. France and Pope Pius IX presented Abd al-Qadir with medals. It's coming. So did Greece and the Ottoman Empire. Emir Abd al-Qadir had many interests, but did you know he was very interested and involved in the Suez Canal was built because he was a unifier and gathered Arab support for the French project. He also took an active part in constructing what? Oh, okay. He also took an active part in constructing the canal and participated in the 1869 opening of it. A man for all seasons, Abd al-Qadir was always learning, growing, and helping. Human health was important to him, yet he was an early authority on the health of horses. He was an original veterinarian. Now let's transition to the United States. Way before computers and social media, a town in America's heartland was named for this Arab Muslim hero. A lawyer from New York had followed Emir Abd al-Qadir's chivalrous exploits against the French in Britain's Lytle's living age. In 1846, this gentleman named a new settlement in northeast Iowa on the Turkey River to honor Emir Abd al-Qadir. This town is called El-Kader, Americanized to suit the New World's tongue. It's El-Kader, but Emir Abd al-Qadir.
Abdul Qadir.
Yeah.
El-Kader.
The El-Kader High School graduating class of 1915 praised Abd al-Qadir for the same attributes we value today. The students wrote such as the history of the man for whom our town is named. Scholar, philosopher, lover of liberty, champion of his religion, born leader of men, great soldier, capable administrator, persuasive orator, chivalrous opponent. The selection was well made. And with those pioneers of 70 years ago, these students wrote, we do honor the Sheikh. At the center of my hometown of El-Kader, Iowa, is an historic Keystone Arch Bridge, a perfect metaphor for building bridges of understanding from Missouri to Moscow to Mecca and beyond. In 1984, the sister city relationship became official between El-Kader, Iowa, and Abd al-Qadir's hometown in near Mascara City in Algeria. Although I grew up in El-Kader, it was not until reading John Kaiser's commander of the faithful, the life and times of Abdul Qadir, that I actually learned the global impact of my hometown's namesake. In Bonnie James' words, she worked for Harvard many years. This is a biography with rich multidisciplinary possibilities for study in the humanities. So in 2008, I organized, at the request of John Kaiser, I organized his book launch in Decatur. And that began our journey together to build the Abdul Qadir Education Project. In fact, John was to come to this because he is a scholar and he's founder of the Abdul Qadir Education Project. I will do my best, but I don't have the mind of John. So inspired by Commander of the Faithful, the Abdul Qadir Education Project has multiple components, from student and educator contests to curriculum to workshops and outreach beyond the classroom. This competition encourages students to read about Abdul Qadir, to research, to reflect, and then write the essay so that they can broaden historic and global perspectives, so they can learn about the Middle East and Islamic culture through Abdul Qadir's life story, and explore models of ethical leadership, moral courage, and humanitarian conduct. 2019 was the pilot for our Abdul Qadir Prize for Educators, who integrated our AEP curricula into their classrooms. Our curricula can be adapted for most subject areas and is free on our website to all who want to use it. The students, okay, a middle school, now this surprised me. We tended to gear it toward social studies and English, but a middle school orchestra teacher stated, the students learn the story of Abdul Qadir and work to identify his core values while imagining how these characteristics could be portrayed as musical elements. Further discovery led students to uncover their own core values and explore how they would live out these values in their everyday lives. So our winners were from New York, Texas, and Iowa. Now, this is, okay. So the Abdul Qadir Stage Project, I'm very proud of because my professional stage writer friend does, he does these often and we perform them in El Qadir. So I asked him if he could choose the values of Abdul Qadir and then put it into 4 to 5 minute vignettes, so that students and adults or anyone who wants to can actually act it out. Everything is written in. So explore our unique hands-on theater experiences through the Abdul Qadir Stage Project. These professionally written factual stories express the emir's values. They're written with intelligent humor, so enjoy each vignette, learn by doing, and share with others. Abdul Qadir was a knowledge seeker from birth. As Nelson Mandela stated, education is the most powerful weapon for changing the world. I invite you to visit AEP's website to learn about our educational materials and opportunities for all ages, including the Stage Project. We love to share the Abdul Qadir story. Okay, so why AEP in America? That is a very frequent question. So despite America's long and deep interactions with the Middle East, Americans often know very little about Muslims, their faith, their communities, their dreams, their fears. The emir's legacy is a positive message for today's troubled world. So why study Emir Abdul Qadir? Well, powerful history and critical thinking are vital to our world. Abdul Qadir sought common ground to cultivate understanding and respect between all cultures and faiths. Through the historical lens of the conquered, which is different, His example challenges stereotypes, which can lead to a more harmonious world for all people. Annual AEP forums celebrate the legacy and values of Emer Abdul Qadir as we honor the winning essay students and educators.
This is in America.
This is in my town.
That
In Iowa, yes. So that top picture on the right, that is our 1903 Opera House in Elkader. And right below it is a billboard for our town that's on the street, the highway that goes by our town. And then we had Andalusian band members as guests. It was wonderful. Okay, so Daoud Shaid, Daoud here, is currently at MIT in Massachusetts.
like testimony.
He had, what?
Testify to Abdul Qadir.
Yes, yes. He says, I have a larger quote here, but I will just read these few words. Reflecting on Emer Abdul Qadir reminds me that one must always seek opportunities for spiritual growth and service to others. He is now on our board, by the way, Daoud. So another quote from an essay winner, writing this essay has truly convinced me of the importance of humanity in leadership. He is an example that world leaders can follow. This is rather long, but I think it's important. I am Lutheran, and so I took my PowerPoint to our bishop. He took it into Chicago, the headquarters for the Evangelical Lutheran Church of America. So when the bishop told me that she really was impressed, I reached out to her and I said, would you mind writing a quote for me? So this is what she said. The Abdul Qadir Education Project provides opportunities for people across this globe to engage in the important and urgent work of building civility, enhancing cultural and religious literacy, and fostering mutual understanding among peoples. In a deeply divided world, the witness of Emer Abdul Qadir, who was a bridge builder, is exemplary. All of us can learn from reflecting on the history of his life and the ongoing relevance of his legacy. Therefore, the ELCA's Inter-Religious Relations encourages students to participate in the essay contest. Oh, I should say there is one other thing. AEP is embraced by Muslim and non-Muslim leaders around the world. I forgot to read that first statement. I'm sorry. That's important. Okay, so.
Yeah, in the project of Abdul Qadir project.
Yes,
project.
John Kaiser has worked with Pakistan, and his book has been
but also around there for people.
Many different faiths embrace our work. Yes, yes. So now let's come to Civilizations Exchange and Cooperation Foundation. The Abdul Qadir Education Project was invited to do a partnership with Imam Bashar and his team. So these virtual 2-day workshops included students from around the United States and multiple countries around the world. Many countries were represented by BUBW alumni and facilitators. In 2021, Imam Bashar Arafat, my partner here, met with people in Des Moines, Iowa. That is the capital of my state of Iowa. We met with various faith and leadership communities for lectures and community engagement. And is our intent to host, excuse me, student conferences in Des Moines in the near future. Partnering with BUBW has been an inspiring experience for which I am truly grateful. Well, as you can imagine, people do ask me for my thoughts. So why, Kathy, do you treat AEP like a full-time job. Well, I'm a lifelong learner, and I truly believe that Emir Abdul Qadir's legacy can influence education, politics, globalization, and human rights. He will remain an enduring universal beacon of hope for humanity for generations to come. So in Abdul Qadir's words, now this is a special quote that reached out to me when I read the book the first time either. Politics can become very dicey. So politics to him requires a higher degree of perfection than all other forms of knowledge because it affects the way people live together. No knowledge is more important than that needed for understanding the elements of community life and guiding behavior in a just and righteous way. So Abdul Qadir believed the form of worship may change, but not the master. For the God of the Christians is also ours. We're only different in the way we address ourselves to him. So the Abdul Qadir story continues today because in the mid-1800s, Timothy Davis on one side of the world recognized the positive global impact of Algeria's own hero on the other side.
The city of Iowa. Yeah.
This is my town.
It's
In the fall, that's one of our seasons, the autumn, fall. And early in the 2000s, John Kaiser chose to write about Abdul Qadir and do his research. So that's really a great international story, isn't it? Well, I want to thank you very much. There is always more to tell. So we're eager to share with all who will listen. Thank you very much for your attention.
Wonderful presentation, madam.
Thank you.
Yeah, we hope, we can share our experience here. Maybe there is some question from you, but hold on. Yeah, we have one. Watch another speaker. Yeah, and we hope we can visit Iowa. Yeah.
Iowa is different from New York, Chicago, or San Francisco.
Yeah.
We are rural.
No, it's winter. Yeah, snowy.
Right now it's ice and snow.
Ice and snow.
It was minus 21 degrees Fahrenheit at my house. Just yesterday.
Yeah. Very much. And our professor, we invite you to deliver our presentation. Yeah. You can present to us because our one or some of the participants just come here to know our foundation for CECF and Al Bashir Foundation and our program for our program. You can share with us.
Am I ready?
Yeah, ready. You are about 20 minutes. Yeah.
Quick,
Inshallah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah, Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. I would like to just start by sharing this.
Yeah. Sudah di co-host.
Can you see?
Sudah. Yeah, already. Yeah.
No, you cannot see. Okay, now you can see.
Oh, yes.
This is the quickly the team of our programs. How about that? I'm not mute anymore, right? Can you hear me?
Sudah kedengaran kan semua? Sudah, oke. Yang itu on.
Should this be off?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just go on.
Okay, this is unmute. This is here. That's not me. That's them.
Yeah.
Okay. Unmute already, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Yeah.
So I would like to share with you guys this picture of the. May I talk? Okay. So this is the project that we have done with Amir Abdul Qadir in Iowa. And this is Kathy with my wife and Gracie. And as you have seen that the night before, we spoke at least Senegal about Amir Abdul Qadir. And let's see. And the day before, we spoke here. Can you see? Yeah. This is at Drake University that Kathy coordinated for us to speak at Drake University. And we met with the people and we interacted with everybody. And that's where we would like to have you visiting Drake and would like to talk about the possibility of partnership between Kulliyat al-Da'wa wa Ulum al-Ittisal at UN with these programs in the Midwest. I'm the same thing with you. This is slow, but I would like to make sure that I'm sharing those pictures before I give my presentation, so you know how the people are ready and the people are waiting for UN and Kulliyat al-Da'wa wa Ulum al-Ittisal to come and speak. This picture that you are going to see is with the Archbishop of Des Moines, Iowa. He's the Catholic Archbishop and was very, very supportive for our programs. And here's Kathy in this big picture with the community inside the mosque, talking about the importance of Amir Abdul Qadir in having this program reaching out the whole United States. I'm so happy and thankful to Dr. Rosita, who saw the value of this program, that we should talk about it here. And I would like to see if I can share my PowerPoint. Is it possible to share my PowerPoint here? But I wanted to start, just take over and follow up with what Kathy was talking about. So here's my PowerPoint to share with all of you from CECF. Can you see it? Yeah. So it's just a little slow. Slow. Can you see it now? Okay. Yes. Okay. Civilizations Exchange and Cooperation Foundation took on the project of Amir Abdul Qadir in 2021. So almost a year and a half ago. And we are trying to incorporate that with our Al-Bashir Seminary in Baltimore, Maryland, in order to show the values and the morals that Amir Abdul Qadir lived to uphold as a Muslim who protected the Christians, as a Muslim who protected humanity, as a Muslim who lived his life as a role model. And that's why we are here with you today. So I would like, we have another, this is not the one. Okay, that's the one, I think. I'm sorry. You see this? Yeah. That's my slide for today. Community development through Amir Abdul Qadir, which is part of the School of Religious Diplomacy for Leadership Development and Global Cooperation, that I'll be speaking about it today at UN, Indonesia, February 2nd. To me, Amir Abdul Qadir is a role model of religious diplomacy. I know that some of you have never heard this before about Amir Abdul Qadir, but welcome to Al-Bashir Seminary and welcome to CECF. Thank you. CECF does those 3 slides quickly. We focus on different civilizations which mentioned in the Quran. Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi'ad. No. Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi'ad. إرم ذات العماد وثمود الذين جابوا الصخر بالواد وفرعون. So Fir'aun, وثمود, and Ad, those are all previous civilizations.
Yeah.
Okay, mentioned in the Quran about Ad, وثمود. Allah keeps telling us what happened to those. So for me, I borrow from this verse in the Quran and what happened to the Romans and the Chinese in order to so I'm looking at your screen, so I know that it is moving there. In order to see where is America is going, I just want you to pay attention to one thing. I'm not here talking about the past. I'm connecting the past with the present. And that's where I'm always paying attention to this, connecting the past with the present, connecting Amir Abdul Qadir from almost 200 years with 2023. And what's happening with America and Trump and Biden and the European Union and so on and so forth. And President Jokowi and his welcome to G20 in Bali. So keep in mind, okay, we want to quickly borrow from the past in order to make our present better. So that's why we learn to benefit from these lessons of the past. In June and July, in July of this year, I went to France to attend this this museum about Amir Abdul Qadir in south of France. This is in Marseille, south of France, 3 hours by fast train from Paris. Now, maybe some of you have never heard of Amir Abdul Qadir before, but quickly CECF took on that role model to address the issues in France today of Islamophobia, hate, burning of the Quran in Sweden, and before the cartoons issues in Denmark and other European countries. And to look at that model who protected the French soldiers who were even colonizing Algeria, and who protected the Christians in Syria, because for me as a Muslim, I have to care about everybody. So I went there to study his lifestyle, and this is just one of the pictures talking. Still, you didn't see it, I guess. Okay, now you see. Amir Abdul Qadir, بين الأمس واليوم, between yesterday and today. So that's why it's really wonderful for us to study his life. And how many of you knows about people like Abdul Qadir from Indonesia who came to America, or people in America, they know about them and they named a city after them? Okay, none yet. Maybe one day they will have a city called Rosita. Because
have meeting like this in America in Iowa.
You know why? If the people saw some of you coming frequently to America, like Imam Arafat coming frequently to Indonesia, people will know you over there. You see, I'm not joking. I'm really serious. I'm using Dr. Rosita as an example. But to me, I'm here for this reason. The youth in, oh, you don't see the picture yet.
It's coming.
I'm talking about the youth in the United States.
Oh, really?
It's not here yet.
No.
The picture you are going to see is for the students in Loyola University.
You're good.
Okay, those students, they attended my class last year at Loyola, and they wanted to come and visit Indonesia, and they want to come and visit Malaysia. They want to come and visit Kenya, because after I finish from here, within a few days, I'll be traveling to Kenya and then to Kazakhstan. But this is this is very important. How كلية الدعوة وعلوم الاتصال والتواصل connect with universities of today. Indonesian universities connect there, and American universities connect with Indonesia. This is another program that I would love to join with you. The one is coming here. Those are seminarian and religious leaders from all over the United States. This is in Morocco, but the next program is going to be in Indonesia. And here's a sample. Let me stop this and share with you the following, because I prepared this before I start my presentation. This is the 2003 program. Can you see that?
Yes. Yeah.
It's called, Dr. Rosita, can you see it, right? Spirituality and Giving in Ramadan. An interfaith study program to Indonesia. March 19 to 29. Of course, we are going to postpone because we didn't have enough time to advertise, but it's ready. Introduction. Indonesia, the largest Muslim country in the world. You see that? And then religious history of Indonesia, program objectives, program format. So I just wanted to let you know, this is what we are doing in Indonesia. Not only that, but also we have another program. But let me close this first, so my memory will help. This is in Kansas, with Kansas University. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. This is a program to bring students from Kansas University, Department of Religious Studies, to Egypt in 2024. You see that? January 2024. I just highlighted 2024. You will see it in a minute.
So already you have program in 2024.
Exactly. So I'm here to connect what Kathy spoke about with 2024. Okay, so this is just a sample of Kansas University, and the last sample is this. This is the, I promise, because I don't want to make you bored with this. This is with a university from, okay, you cannot see it, good. This is with a university from California. It's called the Redland University. Can you see my screen? Okay, so this is a university in California between Los Angeles and San Diego. It's called University of Redlands. They are going to do a program with us. Where? See that? In May 2024, and it's going to be between southern of Spain here and Morocco. You see that? Okay, southern of Spain and Morocco. So what I'm trying to tell you is you have to be quick. You have to be quick. So this is again with the Redlands. In order to use my time wisely, I want to go back to my presentation and share with you the importance of partnership. Can you see my presentation now? Okay. So this is the programs we are doing in Central Asia, and the opportunity to connect كلية الدعوة وعلوم الاتصال with universities in Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and other countries in Central Asia. So this is one of the programs, and this is the conference that is coming up next month. Can you see that? Okay, it's going to be for the C5+1 countries. C5 means Central Asia. And those flags are, any of you can tell those flags? I know it's very small.
India,
Okay, can you?
Nepal.
Okay, can you see this? This is United States and the flag of Kazakhstan. And those are 5 flags of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and Turkmenistan. Now, keep in mind that those countries, they were all under Soviet Union. So communism was so strong, and some of these countries until now almost like a police state. So we will be talking about regional imams and religious leaders training conference. It's going to be February 26 and 27 this month, almost after 2 weeks. Okay?
So after directly you go to
Yes.
this program.
Yes. So what I'm trying to show that you are all here. How many of you are lecturers and faculty members who teach here?
Yeah.
Just raise your hand, please. Hello. Can I borrow you from your phones for a minute? Okay, good. Good. And the rest are students.
Well, undergraduate and postgraduate.
So this is what I'm talking about. We have to, I'm here to partners, okay? We already did a program together, right? Last November.
Yeah.
November.
BUPW. Honey?
Do you remember?
This Democrat.
You remember, right? So we already did a program with you, and now we are coming again. Why? Why?
Miss Rosita.
Because of Dr. Rosita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sent by God.
Why? I don't know. So of course she's sent by God.
Angel.
What I want to tell you that she's fast. She is fast. You need to be fast in order to do something. Some people, they live and they don't have a strategy. The reason I'm here because she keeps always, okay, we want you to bring that program here. She worked a lot. The other one is Brother Rashid and Dr. Muhtadi, Dr. Rashid, Dr. Muhtadi, and Dr. Budi. But we have done it this time here in Jakarta. Now you need to do it all over Southeast Asia, in ASEAN. In ASEAN. Are you with me? I'm not here to talk to you only in this room. I'm talking to people over Zoom. Why? Why? Because keep in mind the importance of Indonesia today. You guys, you have to understand who you are. The beauty of diversity in Indonesia, and your logo is unity in diversity. That's your logo. So the programs I have done with US Embassy in Jakarta started really in 2005. And that's why I want to come back again and work with people in Indonesia. I always fascinated, by the way, listen to this. I'm always fascinated with your amazing digital flyers, the way you do Skype, the way you do videos. You sent me, Dr. Muhtadi, and you the video that you did about our conference in November. BUPW. Yeah, you have wonderful talents. But you have to share these talents with America. Yeah. You have to. People would love the creativity with the students from Indonesia. So we did programs with the US Embassy, but I like to follow up with the US Embassy programs. That's why I'm here. The brother he works at the American corner here, but you have to take these kind of activities one step further. So lessons from Indonesia to the world has to be shared everywhere. In Europe, in Europe and in America. So can you do it? Somebody might say, but I don't have money. Well, I don't have money.
We don't have money, but we have God.
Thank you. Because that's what I said last time. I don't have money, but I have Al-Ghani. Connection to Al-Ghani. Al-Ghani brought me to Indonesia. And he facilitated this grant to come through this foundation of Amir Abdul Qadir and John Kaiser and the Greece Foundation. And this woman, her husband is a banker. Just kidding.
And he is now in Bali.
I was in Bali waiting for her, right? But anyway, I just wanted to let you know, God, Allah works in a mysterious way. How, I don't know, but it will happen. But it will happen. But how? I don't know. So, I mean, she knows how she came to Indonesia. The whole way it came is in a mysterious way.
Well, it is because I got called the day before. Do you want to go to Indonesia? And I got boarding. But all right, well, my husband's with me too, and so we actually got seats as we were driving to Chicago for our flight.
So, just وَعَلَى اللَّهِ فَلْيَتَوَكَّلِ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. So, let's quickly do it. Possibilities and the responsibility of leadership in Southeast Asia. Okay, ASEAN region. Can you see that? So that's why I'm so happy to be here. And I don't know if Dr. Suparto is listening, but I want to thank him. Yeah, Dr. Suparto. By the way, he is amazing. He's amazing. He's really amazing. He coordinates things while he is sleeping. I'm telling you. While he is in his home resting, but still he has the ability to assign so and so and so to do whatever, 1, 2, 3. So I really have trust in him and his ability to do that because Dr. Amani, look, was very supportive of the programs that we are doing. And I have met her twice in Morocco during Ad-Durus Al-Hasaniyah. So I'm really so happy to be here because of so many reasons, from Dr. Amani to Brother Dr. Suparto, and the facilitation of Dr. Rosita and Dr. Budi and Dr. Muhtadi and Dr. Rashid. So the importance of this kind of training on religious diplomacy and global leadership, I learned it now from Amir Abdul Qadir. And also the Interfaith and Islamic University and religious diplomacy has to be introduced to the whole Indonesia through UN. So I'm ready to work with you. I'm not here only to give a talk about the past. No, I want to put it about the presence today. So global and human family and human language versus Muslim language, that's what Amir Abdul Qadir used to do. So there are global challenges in America. There are global challenges in Europe. There are global challenges in Asia. And there are global challenges in Africa. So to be honest with you, when I did Zoom with you in July, before I met Dr. Rosita only once when she came to America, but when she came here, she was in touch with us through WhatsApp and through emails and through Zoom. And once when you did the national anthem and I saw the views of the aerial views of UN, and I said, MashaAllah, this is an amazing university. What's the people are doing there to connect with the rest of the world? We need to work together. So that's why I'm here, in order to connect with the rest of the world with you. How? Allah will show us the way. So the reason I'm here is really to partner with UN, Indonesia, and thank you very much for your attention, and I'm here to answer your questions. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you very much, sir, for wonderful presentation. And we are ready to connect with you for joining the program that we can serve to disseminate the peace in the world. So we are living between this world, not only in Indonesia, but whole the world. That's why this is the answer. Emir Abdul Qadir Al-Jaziri. This is the answer of Islamophobia.
Yeah.
In this world. So maybe some people witnessing or just knowing in the social media about the Muslim in reality. Yes, they see in the outside, not the inside. So now we are facing the origin of America. Yeah. Yeah. So we can serve. You can ask the question what the Muslim is. Another speaker, yeah, this is online, yeah, Dr. Abasi, Abdul Aziz Abasi from the Algeria, yeah, already living here about 10 years, yeah, and
Okay, I just wanted to remember what he's talking about, because what you are attending today is really a historic session. I know it's only you here, but this is history, and you are part of history today at UN. Keep in mind.
Assalamualaikum, Dr. Abasi.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Us?
Yeah, I'm with you. Thank you. Yeah, I can hear you. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, this is Mr. Abasi, is my teacher, yeah, my staff, and always my supervisor of my dissertation, my thesis. Yeah, so we invite you, sir, for about 5 minutes and 10 minutes to share with us, yeah, about because you are the origin of Al-Jazair, from Al-Jazair, you can also to the speaker of testimony about the Emir Abdul Qadir Al-Jaziri. This is new for us, but you can share with us about him. Yeah.
Thank
you. Connect to Indonesia. Okay, that is yours.
Okay.
Dr. Abasi.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Can you? Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sorry, I'm a bit sick. My voice is not clear.
Bisa di spotlight.
Wait a moment, start.
Yeah, yeah.
We try to work for the voice.
Okay, I will switch to the phone. Maybe the voice.
Voice, yes. Okay. Okay, I think it's clear on Zoom, right?
Yeah.
Right. You may speak now, Ustad.
Yeah. Now, can you hear me well?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, I'm very thankful to Kathy Gars and also to Amin Bashar for the presentation, for the speech. Also, Ibu Rosita, who has given me the opportunity just to share. I have learned many things about the presentation from people maybe who are not Algerians, but they talk very well about somebody who is Algerian, and that shows that the human being belongs beyond the borders, belongs to everybody, as Imam Bashar said, belongs to all humanity, and that was what was Amir Abdul Qadir as a human being. He was a man belonging to all humanity. That's why he is loved. He is also now he is still reported by people, still loved, and still remaining as a role model. Just to share, I have written my dissertation, my previous dissertation about Amir Abdul Qadir. It was about resurrection in Amir Abdul Qadir. It was very interesting, and so the secret behind why a human being can be a universal human being like this is that he is not just limited to a very how do you say, to a very limited set of knowledge, limited set of rules and the thing, but he was a universal man. His knowledge was universal. That's why he belongs to the whole world. So this is a message for the whole of us. So if we want to belong to everybody, so we have to transcend, not to stick to something very particular, very limited, and we limit ourselves with things that we believe that is the only truth and that is the only thing that exists. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has created the whole world, he has created it for in his rahmah, in his with his compassion, and the compassion is for everything, not everybody, but everything, including living things, and we consider that everything is living, even things that are called inanimate, they are living. So this is the role of the human being, that he is there for all all creation. So he is there to bring that compassion, that rahmah for everybody. And this is the big lesson that we can learn from Abdul Qadir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you very much, Dr. Abbasi, for sharing with us. And
Sorry, Dr. Rashid, I can't hear you well.
All the heads that was security conversation. First of all, I'm very grateful to be here. My honor to study with you, because she's going to see it online, or we could hear from the YouTube, or maybe from the newspaper online. First, that we have to confess to ourselves that this I want to ask about first, in this case, Islam as the way of life, or Islam as the political views, or Islam as the knowledge, or Islam as humanity, and etc. And in case of first Abdul Qadir Al-Jazairi, first we see that there is a humanity sense in the value of idea, but in the other hand, with the minority at that time it was Christians, but in the other hand, the government, at that time the French, they are doing colonization. They are doing attacking to Algeria. So there is a contradictory between the attitude of the French government and the leader of Al-Qadir in Algeria, colonization. Second,
of course, this contradictory can see between anger and passion, love and I'm sorry, blood and etc. We see about that. Okay, that's about the violence. Yes, we also thanks to about that. That time, the Al-Qaeda becoming, even though he was attacked by the French, he was very kind, patient, and love. He shared his beautiful life to others, especially to the colonizer that time. So in this case, how can regarding to your vision about to bridge between the past and present, how can we bridge that is between the human, the civilians, and the government, especially in each government, especially the superpower countries, China, Russia, United States, and NATO, to have a mutual understanding, avoiding war. Okay. But in other hands, the civil, we are struggling to keep peace down there in our society. We have to calm the people in our society. Me, myself, sometimes, facing the tragic cues from them, that they are seeing their brothers and sisters were killed in Syria, in what is it? Iran, Lebanon, Yemen, and Libya. So it means here can be the civil rights movement as our civil movement, let's say, we can encourage that us, our government, each government, to not to do the war, to calm the between countries, mutual understanding and peacekeeping. So it is very hard for us while we are keeping to calm the society down there who get hunger, poverty, and then uneducated person, and then they jobless. We are facing that. Then the other the outsider can be talking about the extremisms and bombing and so on. So there are controversy between how to bridge this one to get. So we hope that this Islam and all religion as the way of life can be peace in the name of Allah. Means like in the Salati, wa nusuki, wa mahyaya, wa mamati, means that our prayer, our worship, our life and death is to Allah. Indeed, that we are obeyed and pray to Allah. And then this one, it could be easier for us to bridge from the past into present. How can we bridge the past with the present while in the middle of our effort here, talking about anything humanitarian, education, peace, training, and so on. So what's the question? The question is how we can encourage our government, each government, to come, to do the extension, WMD business, and so on.
Thank you. Maybe you can let what's the question, please. Okay, any question ada? Dari masih saja, Pak. Ali atau yang lainnya? Ini. Ada yang lain tentang nggak apa-apa dalam bahasa Indonesia nanti yang normalnya bahasa Indonesia bahasa Arab juga kan? This is what said Dr. Ali Hassan. There is no problem here. No problem. Yeah. She gave you the permission? Yes. Because in America, always we say ladies first. My dear brother, this morning we were visiting what? The NPT. Thank you. And you know what is the NPT is. and is all about. And I said, the whole issue of war and terrorism, there are people behind it. And they are working very hard to achieve their goals. And sometimes they are using the ignorant people. And to me, ignorant people, not those who do not know knowledge. No, there are people who have knowledge, but Allah called them ignorant because they are not following the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they are just doing things for their own egos or for their own interests. For example, the one who is doing hacking of different people's accounts and stealing money, he is knowledgeable how to hack people's accounts, right? And the one who is stealing from the bank money or stealing from other people, he is using his knowledge in the wrong way. So in the perspective of the Quran, this person is ignorant, even though he has knowledge, but he's not, or she is not using the knowledge in the right way. And that's why it's knowledge, but not using knowledge in the right way. In the right way. So in Islam, it's not enough to have knowledge, but also you have to use it in the right way. Okay? And there are people who are using their knowledge to create wars, because for them, wars will make them rich and will make them, have more money and more control. And in order to do that, they come to Indonesia, they come to Syria, they come to other countries, and they make the people fight each other. And they use religion. They use people to promote Sunnah and the others to promote Shia, so they will see how Sunnah and Shia are fighting each other. Or they use some people who have tendency toward radicalization and extremism to push them in order to kill others. So to me, that's how the whole issue of terrorism and war is happening today. Either some people are using others, or people, because of their ignorance, they think that they are doing the right thing by going and blowing up himself or herself and killing 20 people or killing 30 people. And they think that is good to go to heaven. But Allah is telling us in the Quran that He sent His messenger as rahmah, as mercy for mankind. Rahmatan lil-alameen, not as He said this morning, la'natan lil-alameen. We are sent as mercy for mankind. So that's why when I left to America, I started seeing the whole game from there and seeing who's playing the game. So you really today, you have to read online and you have to read, and see you have something to say. Are you sure? Okay. So you have to be aware of what's going on, and then you have to ask Allah to use you to do something in the right way. Our religion is about وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا Always. There is nothing called وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا and that's it. Some people today, their way of life is وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَدَعُوا وَبَسْ. And there's no عَمِلُ. You cannot only have iman and dua without amal, without action. So you have to have an action plan. So from all of this introduction, I wanted to say that you can do something, he can do something, she can do something, but you have to be serious. You have to be serious. I have seen in Indonesia people who are extremely very much interested, but they are not serious. To be honest with you, I have been coming here now for so many times, And every time people say, we would like to, okay, work with you, and we would like to do this, we would like to do that.
But you don't
Very interested, but they are not very serious. Serious, it means you have to really get up and work and follow up. I came to you, I left back to America last November. Very few people who were serious and followed up and sent emails. You see what I'm saying? After I finish today, and let me just say that one more time. After I finish today and I go home, very few people who are going to follow up. Why? Because they are not serious. They were very much interested, but they are not serious. If you want to do something, you have to be serious. Rasulullah ﷺ wanted to do something, so he was serious in going to Hira. And he was staying there by himself at night for weeks and for months. He was serious. Okay? You want to do something, you have to be serious. You have to make dua. So you have a plan, you know what you want to do, and then you that's what happened with me. Then you say, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya, I want to do something. I want to do something toward peace. Because other people are doing a lot of things toward war and conflict. So, and then Allah will open the doors for you. So don't tell me about governments. I know what the governments are doing. And I know who is also within the governments doing what. Because today the internet is not keeping anything secret. But you have to be serious and have an NGO. Here in Indonesia, you can have an NGO, and you look for those people who have the same interests as you, and you keep following up and create projects and create programs. So today, for example, Allah brought you Muhammad Bashar Arafat and Kathy Garnes all the way to this hall at Kulliyat al-Dawah wa Ulum al-Iqtisad. The challenge for all of you is, what are you going to do with Bashar Arafat and Kathy Garnes go? That's the challenge. So I'm here to show you that this is not something mysterious what Muhammad Bashar Arafat is doing and what Kathy Garnes are doing. But I didn't know last year that I'm going to do this program. Kathy didn't know 2 weeks ago that she's going to be in Indonesia. I didn't know that I'm going to do a program about Amir Abdul Qadir. But I do know for sure that I said, Ya Allah, I want to do something. How things open up belongs to Allah, in a mysterious way. But we are instructed every day to wake up and say, رَبَّنَا آتِنَا مِن لَدُنْكَ رَحْمَةً وَهَيِّئْ لَنَا مِنْ أَمْرِنَا رَشَدًا. How we don't know whom to talk to, but if you are making that serious dua, you are serious, not interested. Okay, hello. I'm making a difference between what? Interested and serious. I want you to be serious and interested. Because if you are only interested, not serious, that's what happened with the people in the street outside. Everybody is interested. Everybody is interested. But is everybody serious? That's the question. So I know what the others are doing. I try to be in America. As somebody mentioned to me this afternoon at NUI, or what do you call it? NUI. He said, we have some people who call themselves as Khadimul Ummah and Nasiful Hukuma or something like that. Yes, Nasiful Dawla. No. Khadimul Ummah and Sadiqul Dawla. I said, for me in America, I'm Khadimul Ummah and Nasiful Dawla. ناصح الدولة خادم. نعم ناصح أمين. إني لكم ناصح أمين. I try to look at the things from the positive perspective. I live in a country where a lot of people say, America did this, America did that, America is doing, and America. I understand what America is doing. But also there are so many good Americans inside the United States who are trying to do good work. And this is one of them. This is very important. Kathy, you are an example because she traveled how many days? 2 days, right? 2 plus days. 2 plus to make it to the region. What I'm saying. Now, you don't have to go to South Asia. To me, I'm trying to believe that social media has a strong influence all over Southeast Asia. And the point is, I know what others are doing for wars and terrorism. I could have been also part of any of these terrorist organizations, God forbid, but alhamdulillah, I'm not. I would like to be somebody who is doing as much as I can. So to answer your question again, yes, there are wars and countries who are supporting the wars, but also there are people who are working for peace and they are doing their best. For me, sometimes I send 100 proposals to 100 people, and sometimes I get back with one serious response or 2 or 3. That all of these universities they have that you have seen. Yeah. But now, alhamdulillah, the universities are responding. And the reason I shared with you those letters from Kansas University and from Redlands and others, and I let Dr. Rosita read an email yesterday from who? Red, he was, and still he is the head of religious studies department. Religious studies department, saying, Imam, I want to work with you. In one of the big universities in America, can you find me a job? Because I would like to work with you. Maybe I let you also read that email. So the point is, people need to see that you are serious, not interested. So I'm going to leave this with you. Please be serious and interested. So, and I'm here to work with you. And the reason I'm working with Amir Abdul Qadir is because I really feel myself, as somebody told us in Iowa, that this Syrian Imam is trying to follow up on the footsteps of Amir Abdul Qadir. So why Amir Abdul Qadir for him to do it and for Bashar al-Assad not to do it? That's the question. I'm trying to do as much as I can. Like Amir Abdul Qadir has done. Can you please connect your power before I die? Because I have only 4% left now. So you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So again, thank you very much for inviting us. Next question, please. Add something?
Do I want to say something?
Yeah.
Well, maybe that every one person can make a difference. So when you are actually interested and want to be involved, and you're serious, you can make a difference. I mean, when I started with this, I had no idea, where it was going to lead me. And I guess I make my decisions based on faith, and it sort of takes me where I need to be. So nobody is insignificant. Each person can make a difference. And if we do it together, all the better.
Exactly. And that's why we are here.
Yes.
We are here really, we are going to make a difference. That's why I'm telling you that this is a historic day. You think nothing is going to come out of this? No. Something is going to come out of this, and you are going to see it very soon. Inshallah.
Well, I don't need it on anymore.
Okay, you are in charge.
Do you want it? Everyone understand that.
Okay, good.
If you haven't.
One question, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, so we have limited time. We have heard.
I mean,
Only 10 minutes we will be.
This is the lady who come to the, go ahead.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
And this now, you explained that, Professor Imam explained that, there were some phobia in America, and then also, I heard from, Abdul Qadir, he had said, the polygamy Christian in the master called is,
Yeah.
and, and then, like,
Preferential certificate.
And strategy for people that Islamophobia in America, because we know that even Abdul Qadir also helps all the Christians, so do you have any strategy to make the Islamophobia less than because I heard that there were a lot of Islamophobia in America. Do you have any
Yes. Yes, we do have a strategy for this. Yeah, now it's connected. We do have a strategy for this, and I want you to know that Islamophobia started with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, by the way. So many people accused him, the Sha'ir, he the poet, Sahir, Sahirun. Allah said that in the Quran, but he didn't listen to all of that. So for me, since I came to America, and people say bad things about this. But I want you to know that there are so many fair and honest people that they are hearing the truth. I mean, subhanAllah, as much as the people are trying to do bad things, people are becoming Muslims to the contrary. The video that we would like to share with you here, that I still have it on my please listen to this story. Where is that? Here. Listen. Look at that. I'm sharing. Yeah, one. Good. Yeah. Please see this. Can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah. Oh.
This man is remarkable. This is called Stranger at the Gate, and it's up for the Academy Award for Short Documentary. This is only 30 minutes long, and it's one of the last five. So one of these five will get the Oscar. Now, this gentleman, what he can say is on a story. Okay, good. But he's an amazing person.
This is a 30-minute movie that is going to be released to the public. It's not released yet, but it's already was selected for the Oscar. Oscar, okay? It's called Samaritan. This man, I don't know if I can play the video. Huh? Very hard to play the video because it's not on YouTube yet. But when it is, please watch the story of Pitman because it's made amazing. It was made, it was a nice movie that they are going to present it at Oscar. That video movie was selected. It's going to be presented in Los Angeles. The point is, this man, he is just a typical American who hated Islam and Muslims. Okay? Yes. Okay, that's another story, but and once he wanted to go and go out to the Islamic Center.
Look at the screen.
Islamic Center in his state. He saw his daughter, only like 5 years old or 6 years old, having a friend of a Muslim friend, and her mother, Muslim friend, in his car. And he said some bad words to her about her mother, and the girl who was 5 years old, looked at him in a very bad way. Like, how can you say this about my friend and about her mother? And she left the room. He says, the look of my daughter to me really impacted me. That's why I have hate in my heart. And before he went to that masjid, Islamic Center, when he would like to go up that center, and he saw that the Imam there welcomed him, and other Muslims welcomed him, and he wanted to blow up the mosque. But he was just going and finding out how he's going to do it. But then later on, when he came back and he spoke to his daughter, he had a change in his heart. So he went again to the mosque and he asked about Islam, and later on he became Muslim. And then he told his story. Later on, they made him as the president of the Islamic Society of this center. Maybe that's the story?
Yes. Now, how he got his hatred is that he was a Marine.
Yes, a soldier in Iraq.
That is very, very sad. I am not for war.
So my point is, Allah, you never know, Allah will use you, will use her, will use to make a change in the heart of somebody. But all what you need to do is just say, Ya Allah. So this is just quickly, I wanted to say and show this story. John wanted us to carry that, but there was, but it's not like.
Very good.
Very good.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, okay, yeah, the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is very interesting. When we first from you, I can know about can you speak a little louder? Okay. Maybe like this. This is a very interesting for me because this is the first time for me to know about from you. It's really stunning already for me because I've never heard about him before, and from you I can know about him and then what his legacy. My question is now is I'm really concerned about the Muslim in America because I know they are struggling like us, a Muslim in America. They are Muslim in America, Muslim in America, that I know they are still facing challenges struggling to implement the way of life. Because they are Muslim, they want to implement the Islam way to pray, to get not born. Because what I know so far, that people in America, they don't want to know about how food, for example, or for example, Americans, they don't want to eat food. Because this is halal food. I don't want to eat it because I will become a Muslim after I eat this halal food. I don't want to know about it. Now, my question is again, because I can see that what do you see Islam in your eyes? Because I can see that you know Islam through Abdul Qadir Al-Jazari. And then my question is again, can you
What is my
contribution, your strategy, and then to our brothers, to our Muslim brothers in America? They are American, they are Muslim, and then they are still struggling. So far to implement, maybe to implement Sharia law, for example, that I know America doesn't know about Sharia law, for example, and then they want to have they want to get hallways, but they don't want it because even they don't want to eat it before I know about the food.
Oh, I wouldn't say over
So, because I know you're from, I'm sorry, yes, I know that you are across religion, you are not Muslim, You are a believer.
I am Christian. What do you think of me being here and doing this?
Yes, of course. So how can you how can you spread the beauty of his son?
Well, what I like about our Father is that he respected all faiths.
Yes.
I respect all faiths. I don't have to be a Muslim to respect what this marvelous man does, or any of you. I think it's the acceptance and the kindness, and we have to work together. It's what we can do together to move humanity forward. I believe is important.
And for our brothers in Muslim brothers in America, do you have any kind of contribution, or you help their fight, their struggle to do their way of life?
What kind of contribution from you to help the
To help Muslim America?
Well, I guess I'm working with Imam Bashar. Well, I always accept Muslims. If you come to visit me, you know, I will introduce you to my friend. And again, it's one-on-one. If we could show kindness, no matter what their faith, hopefully it'll go on. You know that song? It's Lord, he takes us far to get to fire going. Remember that? I just think it's important. If you have a spark of generosity or acceptance or respect, kindness for everybody, it has to be a positive influence.
Showing this here, that Gracie and Kathy, both of them are Christian. But Gracie is doing a lot for the Muslims. But she does not call it for the Muslims, but she call it, I'd like to help others. And Kathy, the same. And we have hundreds of thousands like Kathy and Grace who are helping a lot. I wish you could also see Kathy and her mother who came to our, what I'm trying to show you is
Gracie and her mom.
And Gracie and her mom, I'm trying to show you the importance of working together with everybody.
Yeah.
So some people may think, I'm just going to work only with Muslims. And this is really a problem. To only think of Muslims. So look at this picture. This is Gracie's mother, who is exactly like that. Okay. Not only that, but she brought her mother to CECF and Al-Bashir. They are American. Yeah, both of them, but from Texas. Let me just tell you a story about them. Wallahi, I was not intending to say it. But just listen, see? That's her mother, who is supporting her daughter, volunteering and internship, doing internship with CECF. Okay? And here, listen. No. And then we did this video together. So who is the one? Okay, listen to this. Let's hear our author. Okay. Okay. What I would like to say is the following. Please listen to this story. Can you hear me? And those who are on Zoom, can they hear me? Because this is very, very important story. How do I make this in you? Because of this, and this is something Kathy even does not know. And I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it or not, but something happened to Gracie in Texas and her family, and some people wanted to do harm to them because she's working with Imam and a Muslim. I think I took their permission to say it. Do you remember the Black Lives Matter? So Gracie, because she started working with CCF, so she wanted to do an event in her little town of Texas, which is all white and mostly having negative news toward Muslims. And they thought that she's going to do a program about blacks and Black Lives Matter. So she received some death threat. What did she receive? Death threats. And her father was asked to tell his daughter not to do this event. Did I tell you the story? No. Okay. This is new also for Kathy. Just to tell you that you have to see the goodness in the hearts of the people who are working with, whether they are Muslims, Christians, Jews, Hindu, Buddhists. So her father told the people, no, I'm not going to stop my daughter. My daughter can do whatever she wants. So they called the police that she has an event in downtown of their little town. And the police came and they protected Gracie, and she was able to do her events. Nothing happened to her. But then later on, and I hope whatever you are saying stays with you here.
You were going around the world.
Okay, well, we will tell you the story after the Zoom is over. Okay? Because this is something really you have to really listen to this. What would happen next? What happened next? The point is, there are goodness everywhere, but you need to be able to have a special glance and see in the people's heart. In the people's heart. Because what matters is the goodness and sincerity. And that's why I'm honored to work with with Kathy because of her honesty and sincerity. And there are very many there are hundreds of thousands of them. And when we finish, I will tell you what happened because you really need to know what happened. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, we have many questions, but so we can, if we have many questions for them, for Kathy, for our professor, yeah, please ask him the number, yeah, and directly answer, yeah. And if they ask a question for you, say directly answer them, yeah. Email or mobile number, yeah. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Let's
Mas Rashid.
our discussion today by
Mas Rashid. Hello, Mas Rashid.
We open the door. They are seriously interested. And Mr. Mundari, anything to say?
Before we end our event today, there was some closing statement from Member Statanlos and Community PhD, and it's yours.
Again, I would like to say thank you so much to our honor and beloved speakers today. They put a lot again to them. What I love to work with the people like them, actually, because we spread the same belief and the same for the better future of all humankind. And we learned so much for what happened to us during COVID-19 that we can work across the time, across the place, across generations with this opportunity together. We are proof now that we are here very limited number, but join us some of people that join together, share their screen with so many other people. And also this event shared to our YouTube and our TV of the faculty, so they can keep record and the recorder, and then people can also share to their social media what we come out with this meeting. So again and again, this opportunity is very, very important for those who believe and who want to work more. Thank you so much again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for Member Statanlos. And now we have our starting prayer from Rashid.
Pray for us. Alhamdulillah, ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. اللهم إنا نسألك من واسع فضلك وجودك ورحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما واجعل تفرقنا من بعده تفرقا معصوما ولا تجعل فينا ولا بيننا شقيا ولا محروما ولا مكروها من رحمتك يا رب العالمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Oh Allah, we ask you to bless our gathering and to bless our sister Kathy and her husband and their mission to come and spread peace and to spread understanding as they promote the Amir Abdul Qadir's project. Oh Allah, we ask you to take care of them and to take care of us and to guide them and us to the straight path, the path of those who have favored upon, not the path of those who got your wrath, nor those who went astray. Oh Allah, we ask you to enlighten our hearts and to bless us with your name, the peace, to bless us with your name, the light, to bless us with your name, the forgiving, to bless us with your name, the merciful, and to always bless us and guide us and inspire us to do what pleases you and forgive our sins and shortcomings. We ask you in the name of your beautiful names. We ask you in the blessings of Surah Al-Fatiha. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. In the name of Allah, compassionate and merciful, praise be to Allah, Lord of the world, the compassionate and merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. Thee alone we worship, and Thee alone we ask for help. Show us the straight path, the path of those who have favored upon, and the path of those who let you wrath, nor those who went astray. Amen.
And I want to thank the young people for coming. But thank you very much for coming because you are our future. Thank
From there.
What next?
Ada lagi satu lagi.
So he started to take picture from a distance from there. One.
Pemutari. Halo pemutari. Can I get a question pemutari? Halo. Pemutari.
I would like to recognize somebody here on Facebook, on Zoom, and that my dear brother Asif from Mr. Glad. How are you, my dear Admiral Asif? Would you like to say something?
Assalamualaikum,
Say
Prof.
something?
Assalamualaikum, Prof. Basar.
Waalaikumsalam wa rahmatullah.
How are you?
I'm so happy to see you.
Fine, sir. I have listened you for the first time. Next, I listen your presentation, and I need some ask to Madam Kati where if I won the book of Abdul Qadir.
Commander of the Faithful is on Amazon. Commander of the Faithful.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I will give to Dr. Rosita.
Yeah.
Mr. Prof. Basar, when will you come again to Istiqlal?
Inshallah, my heart is there at Istiqlal. Even if I'm not there, but my heart is there.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And, we will be sending to all of you by email and WhatsApp. We will be sending you all the materials and Mr. John Kaiser shared with us about the Mission Abdul Qadir project. Inshallah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Madam Kati.
Oh, you're welcome. But John W. Kaiser got.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know,
Thank
if you
you.
want to go to his website, there's a lot of information.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I will be open it.
Thank you.
Okay. Assalamualaikum. Terima kasih, Dr. Rosita.
Thank you, Pastor. Thank you.
Ya, assalamualaikum.
Rosita is not meeting the office today.
Yeah.
Mana itu, Dr. Rosita? Sibuk. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Ya. Assalamualaikum.
Yes. Just leave. Brothers was plugged in. Leave. It was my should go down. Skip. Oh, yeah, it's a future. Apa dong?
Ya,
Ya, masuk semuanya.
1, 2, 3. Ya.
Okay, and then the other one, and we need to leave.
1, 2, 3. Lagi 1, 2, 3.
Tadi bilang aja semuanya ya. Gantian. Ya, gantian. Masuk.
Oh,
Sekarang. Nah,
ya.
Nah, 1, 2, 3. Sekali lagi 1, 2, 3.
Kita bicara ya? Ya. Picture with me. Yeah. Finish. I will follow to us here. Berdiri aja. Oh ya. Yang lain kita dia.
Iya. Ini di sini harus
and please ya kelihatan ada pemberdayanya ya. Yang begini ada Hello.
Okay.
Video juga senang.
Oh,
anak-anak
Bukan. Makasih ya.
Now this is our phone. Once we finish, now this is our 1, 2. Yeah. You just smile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here please. Thank you. Oh yeah. Who would like to hear?
I would like to hear the rest of the story.
The story. This.
Thank you.
Here's the story.
This is the rest of the story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ini udah apa dimatiin aja?
Dua kali ya. You should stop it. I said no. And that led to retain the market. For them to expand the. Oh. This.
To the same.
And that was the answer to the one. Now, one want to do something. So she became the